Welcome to Ouch. Was that a ghost? This podcast may contain graphic material, which some listeners may find disturbing. Listener discretion is advised.
Help me.
Now that we covered that, here's your host, Liss.
Welcome back to Ouch, Was That a Ghost? Back again is Christopher.
Hello. This is D-Bag Chris.
Chris from Twisted Tales, eh?
Hey.
So how is your Bundy episodes going? That's what I think you said you were working on when we last spoke.
Yeah, I stopped doing that to edit all my episodes up to YouTube again, because Spotify has deleted me.
Rejected yet again.
Yeah, I was uploading some stuff there because they sent me fucking 80 episode fucking emails that I had infringement for this old outro that I had, but whatever. So I took every episode down and then I edited them and I uploaded them. But I guess some titles got flagged and they're like, he's putting up the same episodes. Oh my goodness. But in reality, I was just uploading my edited shit and I guess I got too many infringement strikes. Even though I appealed every one of them, they fucking turfed my whole Spotify account with like almost 1,000 followers. Whatever. Not a big deal.
See, they never tell you about this glamorous side about podcasting, do they?
No, it's okay though. I mean, I have YouTube, I have you. I mean, this is how we started anyway. What's our tale, buddy?
So last time we did a true crime, so I figured we should talk about haunted stuff. We're going to be talking about one of the items that is said to be one of, if not the most haunted item in the world.
O.J. Simpson's glove.
It is not. Any other guesses?
Womp womp. A magic lamp.
It is an item, but not a magic lamp.
The Holy Grail.
It is not. I feel like you're not going to get it, so I will tell you. It's the Dybbuk Box.
That was my next guess.
The box itself is an antique wine cabinet that's said to be haunted by a dybbuk. A dybbuk is from the Hebrew word for Dybbuk, or a case of attachment. It's said to be from Jewish mythology or Jewish folklore. The creature is said to be a malevolent wandering spirit that enters and possesses the body of a living person until they're exorcised.
So I guess by lunges or like the treadmill.
Yep. I'm not a good exerciser lately at all. So the Dybbuk Box isn't like a super ancient thing. It's kind of only rose into prominence in the 2000s.
Okay. This is pretty cool.
The Dybbuk Box gained popularity when its owner, Kevin Manning, posted this item for auction on eBay in 2003 with a lengthy description. Okay? I'm going to read you the description.
I'm all ears.
All of the events that I'm about to set forth in this listing are accurate and may be verified by the winning bidder with the copies of hospital records and sworn affidavits that I am including as part of the sale of the cabinet. During September of 2001, I attended an estate sale in Portland, Oregon. Oregon. The items liquidated at this sale were from the estate of a woman who passed away at the age of 103.
Holy shit, that's old.
It is old.
She exercised.
Right? A granddaughter of the woman told me that her grandmother had been born in Poland, where she grew up, married, raised a family, and lived until she was sent to a Nazi concentration camp during World War II.
Oh, God.
She was the only member of her family who survived the camp. Her parents, brothers, a sister, husband, and 2 sons and a daughter were all killed. She survived the camp by escaping with some other prisoners and somehow making her way to Spain, where she lived until the end of the war. I was told that she acquired the small wine cabinet listed here in Spain, and it was one of 3 items that she brought with her when she immigrated to the United States. The other 2 items were a steamer trunk and a sewing box.
Well, what's a steamer trunk?
It's like at the bottom of your bed, you know how they have those trunks where you put your blankets and all that? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
more what
yeah,
I think of
yeah.
as a steamer trunk, but I could be wrong.
No, I think you're 100% right, as always.
Yes, thank you for finally understanding that. So he went on to say, I purchased the wine cabinet along with the sewing box and some other furniture at the estate sale. After the sale, I was approached by the woman's granddaughter who said, I see you got the Dybbuk box. She was referring to the wine cabinet. I asked her what a Dybbuk box was. She told me that when she was growing up, her grandmother always kept the wine cabinet in her sewing room. It was always shut and set in a place that was out of reach. The grandmother always called it the Dybbuk box. And when the girl asked the grandmother what was inside, her grandmother spit 3 times through her fingers and said a Dybbuk and a Keslam. The grandmother went on to tell the girl that the wine cabinet was never, ever to be opened.
For never, never, forever, ever, for never, never.
The granddaughter told me that her grandmother had asked that the box be buried with her. However, as such a request was contrary to the rules of an Orthodox Jewish burial, the grandmother's request had not been honored.
They didn't listen to her type deal.
Yeah, that's step 1 for a problem. When someone asks you to do something when they're on their deathbed, you know what I mean? You comply.
Usually, yeah.
The smart thing to do, unless you want to be haunted, you know?
Well, I mean, unless you're not a total jagoff or something. Yeah.
I hear that. I asked the granddaughter what a Dybbuk and Keslam were, but she did not know, and I asked if she would like to open it with me. She did not want to open it, as the grandmother had been very emphatic and serious when she instructed her not to do so. And regardless of the reason, she wanted to honor her grandmother's request. You like how she picks and chooses what she wants to honor? I finally ended up offering to let her keep what seemed to me to be a sentimental keepsake. At that point, she was very insistent and said, no, you bought it. I explained that I did not want my money back and that it would make me feel better to do what I thought was an act of kindness. She then became somewhat upset. Looking back now, the way she became upset was just plain odd. She raised her voice to me and said, you bought it, you made a deal. At the time when I bought the cabinet, I owned a small furniture refinishing business. I took the cabinet to my store and put it in my basement workshop, where I intended to refinish it and give it as a gift to my mother. I didn't think anything more about it. I opened my shop for the day and went to run some errands, leaving the young woman who did the sales for me in charge. After about an hour, I got a call on my cell phone. The call was from my salesperson. She was absolutely hysterical and screaming that someone was in my workshop, breaking glass and swearing. Furthermore, the intruder had locked the iron security gates and the emergency exit, and she couldn't get out. As I told her to call the police, my cell phone battery went dead. I hit speeds of 100 miles an hour getting back to the shop.
Shit.
I don't know what that transfers to you, but it's 100 miles an hour.
Oh, okay.
I hit speeds of 100 miles per hour getting back to the shop. When I arrived, I found the gates locked. I went inside and found my employee on the floor in a corner of my office sobbing hysterically.
So that would roughly be 160 kilometers per hour. You're
100
welcome.
is so much easier than 160, but yeah, okay. I ran to the basement and went downstairs. At the bottom of the stairs, I was hit by an overpowering, unmistakable odor of cat urine. There had never been any animals kept or found in my shop. The lights didn't work, and as I investigated, I found that the reason the lights didn't work also explained the sound of glass breaking. All of the light bulbs in the basement were broken. All 9 incandescent bulbs had been broken in their sockets. And 10 4-foot fluorescent tubes were lying shattered on the floor. I did not find an intruder. However, I should also add that there was only one entrance to the basement. It would have been impossible for anyone to leave without meeting me head on. I went back upstairs to speak with my salesperson, but she had left. She never returned to work after having been with me for 2 years. She refuses to discuss the incident to this day. I never thought of relating the events of that day to anything having to do with the cabinet.
Mhm.
Then things got worse. As I already indicated, I had decided to give the cabinet to my mother as a birthday gift. About 2 weeks after I made the purchase, I decided to get started refinishing it. I was surprised to find that the cabinet has a unique little mechanism. When you open one of the doors, the mechanism causes the opposite door and a little drawer below to open at the same time. It's very well made.
Oh, shit.
Inside the cabinet, I found the following items. 1 1928 U.S. wheat penny. Do you know what that is?
A wheat penny?
Yeah.
No.
I just
Explain.
realized you're in Canada. It's like the older pennies have like this wheat marking. It's like 2 pieces of wheat that go up the outside of the penny. It just tells you that it's like an older penny. They don't make those anymore.
Oh, okay, and still made out of copper and
Yeah.
whatnot.
And
Okay, well, that's
1
good.
1925 U.S. wheat penny, which you now know what that is.
And I thank you for it. I'm a lot more better for it now.
That's what I'm here for. 1 small lock of blonde hair bound with string. 1 small lock of black/brown hair bound with string.
How many centimeters
I do
each?
not know that. There's no length.
Oh,
Small. However you would like to calculate small.
how's the width?
Again, girth, length, no idea. He also inside, he found 1 small granite statue engraved and gilded with Hebrew letters. I've been told that the letters spell out the word shalom. 1 dried rosebud, 1 golden wine cup, and 1 very strange black cast iron candlestick holder with octopus legs.
Really? Octopi?
Octopi.
That means a lot of a lot of octopuses.
Sounds very girthy. I saved all of the items in a box, intending to return them to the estate. The family has refused the items, so they will be included in the sale of this cabinet. After opening the cabinet, I decided not to refinish it. I cleaned it and rubbed it in some lemon oil. It was at this time that I noticed that there was an inscription in Hebrew carved into the back of the cabinet. I have no idea what it says or if it's significant. I've included a picture of that inscription below. On my mother's birthday, on October 28th, 2001, my mother called to tell me that she was going out of town with my sister for 3 days, and we postponed celebrating her birthday together until she returned. On October 31st, 2001, my mother came to my shop. We were going to have lunch together, but before we were going to leave, I gave her the wine cabinet. She seemed to like it. While she examined it, I went to make a phone call. I hadn't been out of sight more than 5 minutes when one of my employees came running into my office saying that something was wrong with my mom. When I came back to see what was the matter, I found my mom sitting in a chair beside the cabinet. Her face had no expression, but tears were streaming down her cheeks. No matter how...
Was she on the right side or left side of the cabinet?
You have all the information I have. I'm sorry, I can't be any clearer on the left or the right. Sorry about that. If this
Continue.
messes up the visualization for you.
Fuck. Continue.
All right, I'm sorry. Okay. Her face had no expression, but tears were streaming down her cheek. No matter how I tried to get her to respond, she would not. She could not. It turned out that my mother had suffered a stroke. She was taken to the hospital by ambulance. She ended up suffering partial paralysis and losing her ability to speak and form words. She has since regained the ability to speak. She could understand things being said to her and could respond by pointing to letters of the alphabet to spell out words she wanted to say. When I asked her the following day how she was doing, she teared up and spelled out the words, "No gift." I assured her that I had given her a gift for her birthday, thinking that she didn't remember, but she became even more upset and spelt out the words, "Hate gift."
And she didn't like it, I take it.
I laughed and I told her not to worry. I told her I was sorry she didn't like the cabinet and that I would get her anything she wanted if she would promise to get well soon.
Did she get well soon?
Chris, you're messing with the suspense, man.
Whoa.
Still, I didn't associate anything that happened with the cabinet itself or anything paranormal, which I don't get how that he didn't connect the dots on that, but all right.
Well, I mean, sometimes people just, they don't think about the things that might affect other people.
But you have these people that are like, do not open this, do not this. And then you have like this antique, and then all this bad stuff happens. You're smelling cat urine, lights are exploding, your employee's running out the door, your mother has a stroke, and he's still not even connecting anything here.
I mean, sometimes people don't listen.
All right. He said, frankly, I don't think I ever even used the term paranormal until this last month. I'll try to make this short now. I gave this cabinet to my sister. She kept it for a week and then gave it back. She complained that she couldn't get the doors to stay closed and they kept coming open. There are no springs in the door mechanisms, and I've never found the doors come open. I gave it to my brother and his wife, who kept it for 3 days and then gave it back. My brother said it smelled like jasmine flowers, while his wife insisted that it put out an odor of cat urine.
Jasmine flowers. Where would they be located from? Like, where would they grow?
What are you quizzing me?
Yeah,
I just think of like a really old lady perfumey.
they're usually tropical, I believe.
I feel like I've seen some at Lowe's at like the hardware store. Best in warm climates, depending on the variety. So I guess it's a variety. They probably have certain ones that can grow like anywhere.
Africa, I believe, in Oceania, widely like cultivated, I believe. It has a weird fragrance, I guess, like maybe like old people, like you said.
Oh, it's yucky. If it's mixed with other things, it's okay, but it's to me it's too it's too in your face. It's too
Oh, it's actually what was it here? I looked it up here. The village of Shabra Balula in Egypt grows most of the jasmine used by the global perfume industry.
supplying nursing homes around the globe. Wonderful. All right, well, thank you for that interesting factoid.
You're welcome.
So this guy is seeing all this happening, like everyone he's given it to is giving it back. He continues to try to re-gift it. So now he says, I gave it to my girlfriend who asked me to sell it for her after only 2 days. I sold it the same day to a nice middle-aged couple. 3 days later, when I came to open up the shop for the day, I found the cabinet sitting at the front door with a note that read, "This has a bad darkness." I had no idea what that meant. Anyways, I ended up taking it home. I know that you said that some people don't listen, but how many people have came in contact with this cabinet and are all having bad experiences and it's still nothing is like pinging to this guy?
It's like, hey man, this thing's pure darkness. Don't touch it. Don't bring it anywhere. Like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna bring this shit home with me. It's actually, wait a second. If things are just getting weird, I'm gonna fucking re-gift this thing again.
Now, the next line, I'm going to give you 2 options to what do you think it is in this. Then things got better or then things got worse.
You know what? I'm rooting for better on this one, buddy.
Sorry, it was things got even worse.
Oh,
Surprise, huh? So he went on to say, since the day I brought it home, I began having a strange reoccurring nightmare. Every time I have the horrible dream, it goes something like this. I find myself walking with a friend, usually someone I know well and trust at some point in the dream. I find myself looking into the eyes of the person that I'm with. It's then that I realize that there's something different, something evil looking back at me. At this point in my dream, the person that I'm with changes into what can only be described as the most gruesome, demonic looking hag that I've ever seen. This hag proceeds then to beat the living tar out of me. I've awakened numerous times to find bruises and marks on myself where I've been hit by the old woman during the previous night. Still, I never related the nightmares to the cabinet, nor do I think that I ever would have.
what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Oh, you done defending him? All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the tar out of him.
Deservedly. He went on, about a month ago, however, my sister and my brother and his wife came over to my house and spent the night. The following morning, during breakfast, my sister complained that she had a horrible nightmare. She said that she recalled having had it a couple times before, and went on to describe my nightmare exactly to the last detail. My brother and his wife froze as they listened, and they chimed in that they had both had this exact same dream during the night as well. The hair was standing up on the back of my neck and still is. As we talked, it became clear that the common denominator was that each of us had had the nightmare during the times that the cabinet was in our respective homes.
Okay, so each one had the cabinet. Each one had the fucked up dreams. Okay.
I called my girlfriend and asked if she could recall having any nightmares recently. She described the same nightmare, same hag, everything. When I asked her if she remembered the date when she had the nightmare, she said she did not. Then I asked if it happened to be the night before she gave me the cabinet back to sell for her. She said, yeah, how did you know that?
Lucky guess.
You can't get anything by him. That's the thing. He's too quick.
I've been told the same thing.
Now then, since my family discussion, it seems like all hell is breaking loose. For a week afterward, I started seeing what I can only describe as shadow things in my peripheral vision. In fact, numerous visitors to my house have claimed that they have seen these shadow things. I put the cabinet in an outside storage unit and was awakened when the smoke alarm in the unit went off in the middle of the night. When I went to see what was burning, I opened the door and didn't see any smoke. However, I did get hit with the smell of cat urine.
So, he was, alarmed.
And apparently it gives off either jasmine or cat urine. 50-50.
Oh, do you know what sound the fire alarm made? Was it like beep, beep, or was it like beep, beep? Tell
One of
me.
the annoying low battery one, probably. That's what I'm picturing. Because I feel like this guy, he's not very smart. He probably would be like, what's that? Oh, okay, that's fine. It's just my Nintendo. Like, I don't think he could even put it together that his battery's low.
Well, I mean, maybe this guy actually bought batteries religiously. We don't
We
fucking
don't.
know
We
this.
don't. We're purely speculating.
Yes, we're just making assumptions, yeah.
So when I went to see what was burning, I opened the door and didn't see any smoke. However, I did get hit, I just said this, with the smell of cat urine. When I went back inside, the smell was there in my house. I do not own a cat, and I never have. I went back outside and grabbed the cabinet. I brought it back inside and tried to research it on the internet. While I was surfing the net, I fell asleep and once again had the same freaking nightmare. I woke up at around 4:30 a.m. when it felt and smelled like someone was breathing on my neck, to find that my house now smelled like jasmine flowers, and just in time to see a huge shadow thing go loping down the hall away from me. I would destroy this thing in a second, except I really don't have any understanding of what I may or may not be dealing with. I am afraid, and I do mean afraid, that if I destroy the cabinet, whatever it is that seems to have come with the cabinet may just stay here with me. I've been told that there are people who shop on eBay that understand these kinds of things and are specifically looking for these kind of items. If you are one of these people, please buy this cabinet and do whatever you do with a thing like this. Help me. You can see that I have no reserve price or minimum bid. If I can make things a little bit easier, let me know, and I will do everything within my abilities.
So, why wouldn't, his first fucking thing is to sell it? Like, why does he just burn it, throw it in the ocean? You know what I mean? Like, use it as a fucking anchor on a boat? I don't know. Something.
That's what he said, though. He said he fears that, if he destroys the cabinet, whatever came with it might just stay there with him.
Okay, so it'll be, there forever. He has nothing to fucking...
Yeah, so he's saying, anyone that knows how to do with these things, come on, help me. He said, one more note. On the same day my mom had her stroke, the lease to my store was summarily terminated without cause. The measurements are 12.5 by 7.5 by 16.25.
That's pretty girthy.
All of these items that I originally found inside the cabinet are included in the sale and will be delivered with the cabinet. And on June 12th, 2003, the seller added the following information. There's no way I can respond to all of the emails I've received since putting this thing online. I'll try to now update and answer the most common questions I've been receiving. 1. No, I am not religious. 2. No, I do not wish to have or participate in any sort of exorcism or case study or photo sessions at my home. 3. No, I will not sell any of the individual pieces which were originally found separate from the other pieces and the cabinet. 4. No, I do not speak Hebrew, nor do I know what the word keslam means. And I do not know what the word is even or a Hebrew word. Okay. Number 5, at the end of the auction, I've decided to take an opportunity to speak with the winning bidder for 2 reasons. To make sure that the winning bidder is a serious adult who has employed some valid reasoning skills in making the decision to accept whatever this is. I will not be judgmental, do whatever you want or need after the sale, and to offer full details of the events that have transpired. After I have carried out those responsibilities and upon payment, I will have the cabinet and its contents delivered by U.S. mail, FedEx, or UPS to the winning bidder.
Okay.
At that point, I will have no further involvement with the matter in any way, shape, or form, period.
Period means that he won't go forward with that, and that's where it stops and ends right there.
Look at you. Point blank, period.
Yes. Got you.
To all of you who have offered to pray, I may not be religious, but I am certainly open to the possibilities. No matter what your religion might be, thank you.
He's open to interpretation.
He wrote,
Fuck, delete those. No, don't.
Keeping it all. On June 14th, 2003, the seller added the following updates. Here's another update for everyone following the listing. No, I will not circumvent or make any deals outside of eBay, even for more money than the final auction price. If you want to win the auction and have the kind of money some of you are offering, there shouldn't be any reason why you cannot simply place your bid in an open, honest fashion. Also, I'm sure you can understand why I might be suspicious. Also, for those of you wanting to know if I'm still experiencing anything out of the ordinary, I thought everything was okay until I got home on Friday, the 13th of June. And I found that the fish in my freshwater
Fish in your freshwater aquarium.
all 10 were dead. I'm still hoping that all of this is I'm still hoping that...
Coincidence.
Sir, are you reading along? I'm still hoping that
I
all of
got you.
this is coincidental crap.
We're on the same page, buddy. We're on the same podcast. Yeah.
So what do you think about the listing so far?
She's trying to get rid of it. Like, even the whole religious stuff, like, I'm not really religious, but, whatever religion, like, he's just fucking, he's trying too hard kind of thing, but, I mean, he wants to get rid of this thing, so he's gonna fucking say anything he can. And then it's not his burden, it's somebody else's, and then he can live free and frolic, go through the fields and
Yes,
shit.
frolicking, very important. Better than loping. I can't believe he said loping when he had the dream and he saw that figure just loping down the hallway.
Well, and he couldn't even fucking think about having a dream that would, having a thing in the house will cause these dreams, right?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, guy's a fucking mook. Continue.
So the box was eventually sold to, I'm going to nail this name as I do every foreign name, Losif Nitskarvi. Okay?
Did you hear that clapping? That's me.
He's also called Joseph in some articles, and I guess he was a college student in Missouri, and he ended up paying $140 for the cabinet. And apparently right after he got the box, he claims to have been like hit with this bad luck. Nausea. But I mean, he's a college kid and there's like stories about him like sticking somebody's hand in the box and all this stuff happening, and eventually his hair started falling out.
Did he, get some kind of sickness or anything? Was it cancer? His hair fall out because of that?
He said he went to the doctors, got blood work, everything seemed fine, but he was just like, yeah, I'm so good, I want this box out of here.
But it was nothing health related.
As far as they could tell, no.
Well, I mean, Lex Luthor actually lost his hair, in Smallville when he fucking fell in that field during the meteorite shower and stuff.
That was the best Lex Luthor I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, he's fucking awesome. And I was like in the episodes, and then they just switched to that chick. I'm like, where the fuck is Lex Luthor? It's like, oh, we just zapped him away with Superman, and he's just never seen again for a couple seasons, I guess. I'm like, fuck, man, didn't finish it. I didn't finish it. I'm on like season fucking 7, maybe.
Well, you got to get through that.
I will. Did you know that there is actually a fucking podcast on that? And it's like all the fucking guys. It's like Superman and Lex Luthor. They're talking.
I do know that.
Yeah, I think I told you that long ago too. Yeah.
I think you were the one that turned me on to that, yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll take full credit.
So eventually,
Continue. I'm sorry.
the box made its way to Jason Haxton via eBay in 2004 for $280. He was the director of the Museum of Osteopathic Medicine in Missouri.
Wait, Buddy bought it for 140 and sold it for 280, so he doubled the price.
He made some good money.
Fuck yeah.
And again, bad luck followed the purchaser. He said like bleeding eyes, choking, even like the people at the museum were like, get rid of this box. Like everyone was getting sick, like all this just, he started getting hit with these, frequent dreams of an old hag. This is stuff I didn't research because that's the thing. Like there's like more stories with them, but I didn't get on into that. But he started having all these weird dreams about the old hag after purchasing the box. Because I know that the college kid had more stuff and this guy had more stuff, and I was just like, whatever. Jason Haxton ended up taking a rabbi's advice, and he ended up putting the box into this gold-lined container and buried it away in a military-grade case. And he refused to sell the box, thinking that like it was very irresponsible. He didn't want to like let this thing out.
So he buried it like fucking Jumanji.
Yes. And he ended up opening a website called dybbukbox.com that allowed people to share experiences that they had with the box. And in 2011, he actually published a book about his experiences with the box. I just went 2011, but back to 2004. Haxton sold the story rights, and as a result, a movie was made, produced by Sam Raimi called The Possession, and it was released in 2012. Manus,
Really, I gotta check this out.
yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard great things about it, though. I love a good horror movie.
Should we screen share and just watch it together?
Hell yeah. Do a live watch.
Fuck yeah.
Manus and Haxton both consulted on the film. And in an article from Entertainment Weekly, the director described, quote, really weird things happening on set. One day he said he was under this neon light that was turned off, and it just like exploded above him. And within days of finishing the movie, all the movie's props were like mysteriously set ablaze, burnt up. The box was eventually sold. And the next and current owner of the box is Zach Baggins of Ghost Adventures, who purchased the box in 2016 for an undisclosed amount of money. The box was then relocated to Zach Baggins' Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, and since then, the intrigue over the Dybbuk box has only grown.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like gotten like more fucking reviews and shit like that.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't even a thing. Like, I didn't know about it before, and it just became popular from, I don't know, TikToks, from this, from that. With the intrigue over the Dybbuk box growing, the skepticism also grew. And in 2019, Kenny Biddle, who wrote for the Skeptical Inquirer magazine.
Oh, like the fucking the tabloids.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know that Elvis is still alive?
Now I know. I miss those. The
You're
National
welcome.
Enquirers at the grocery. Like, I couldn't buy them. I felt too guilty because I was like, it's such trash.
I used to fucking get those like all the time, man. Like Godzilla fucking destroys Manhattan and shit. And then you look it up, it's like Manhattan's still there, motherfuckers.
Right? Godzilla had a baby with an alien. I love those. It is trash, but I'll only read them like if I'm at an appointment and they're just sitting there or I'm in line.
They're good reads, man. Like fucking, like that's where you find all the good UFO fucking, like Jimmy Smith's down the road there. Fucking talk to the UFO guys. Like it's fucking yeah, in tune. Totally fake shit, but I loved it.
But I can't spend the money. I just feel like I just can't fork over like $10 for that trash. But I enjoy it so much.
No, I mean, fuck, we're trash enough. We're free. We're
Yeah.
free. We don't feel anything for this. We're fucking trash.
Trash like us. Okay, so Kenny Biddle, he dismissed the haunted wine cabinet, saying that it was all a hoax. And as proof, Kenny Biddle posted a screenshot. He posted a screenshot of a post from Kevin Manus's Facebook. It read, I am the original creator of the story of the Dybbuk Box, which appeared as one of my eBay posts back in 2003. The idea that Dybbuk boxes have some kind of history prior to my story, and the idea that the Dybbuk box could contain anything other than a Dybbuk, along with any deviation to the type of contents I created to be found inside of a Dybbuk box, is laughable at best. How about this? If you or anyone else can find any reference to a Dybbuk box anywhere in history prior to my eBay post, I'll pay you $100,000 and tattoo your name on my forehead. Chris, I think that's a challenge for you.
Oh, we're on it.
So sadly, Manus, who had a background in writing and entertainment, he did purchase this box at a yard sale, but he later on went on to admit that he fabricated the whole story.
So he just did it for fucking publicity.
Yeah. He had writing, he had the skills, he had advertisement, he had all that. So he was like, why not make a good ghost story?
What a dick.
But he did say that he did give his mother the box on Halloween, and he said that she did have that stroke then. You can't talk to the mother because she has passed, but there are a lot of YouTube interviews with him and her online.
Cool.
Even though he said that it was all fabricated, some people believe that there is evil in that box. Like the current owner, Zach Baggins, he says, quote, "I think there is so much more to the Dybbuk box, and regardless of its origins, it's very much cursed and evil." And during one of the episodes on Ghost Adventure called Quarantine, Zach Baggins decided to open the box. Even after he heard it talk and say like evil, and they were like, "Sure, let's open it." And there was a point where they opened it that they claimed like a figure appeared in the box.
Same figure that was in there before.
No, like some kind of figure just appeared, like a misty thing. I guess you can see it online. I haven't looked that up yet. I probably should have before I did this episode, but I didn't. And during the episode, Post Malone was there. And even though he did not actually touch the box, he only touched Zach that happened to be touching the box. He freaked out, took off out of the room. You can see that clip online. And over the next few months, Posty had all sorts of like bad luck. He had a plane issue, forcing him to make an emergency landing. Then his house was broken into, but it happened to be like they were trying to do a home invasion, but he wasn't there. So, idiot robbers.
Bungling burglars. Say that 10 times fast.
I can't talk today, period. I'm not trying to do a tongue twister. Then he also had a car accident, and he went on like different talk show circuits and spoke about this. So Post Malone believes in it, so gives it credibility to me. So some people do think that it is haunted and there's something dark connected to it, while others say that it's just, that there's a story and it's being told over and over, and you can find like strange phenomena if you're looking for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the Dybbuks themselves are not known to really connect to items. Like there's no real history of that. The Dybbuks are said to be like spirits of people that did something bad and kind of attached to a person more than an item. So what he says isn't really something that is in the, I don't know if I'm describing this right, in like Jewish folklore, mythology, folklore, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think of it?
I think it's pretty cool. Like the whole box and like Buddy not believing in it. But I mean, all this crazy shit happens and he tries to get rid of it. And then other people are having these crazy fucking things, right? Like experiences. I think it's a pretty rad tale.
But a lot of people think the people that like Manus sold it to when he wanted to have those private conversations, maybe he was passing along, like, I mean, this is speculation on my part, like, hey, this is the story, this is this. They did get a movie out of it, they got books, they profited.
Yeah. Well, I mean, cash is king, right?
I know, I want to know what he sold it to Zach Baggins for, because that's undisclosed, but I can't imagine it's in the 200, 300s, I'm sure it's way up there. Because now this thing already has like this backstory, it has a movie, it has books.
Yeah. Like it's fucking crazy. Like one box to rule them all.
So would you go and touch the box?
Definitely. I always get in trouble touching boxes.
Dumbass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fuck. I think it's pretty fucking cool. Like I'd definitely try it and see if anything bad happened to me. You know what I mean? But then what if something did? And then I wouldn't be like, well, this has nothing to do with the relevance of me touching the box. This is something else.
Have
Bad
a
luck.
hag beating the shit out of you. All right. Well, if anybody smells cat pee or jasmine,
Get to a hospital.
I was going to suggest sage, but I think you have a better idea. The hospital is probably a better idea. Well, I don't think if you smell jasmine, you may just have an
Depends
old
on your.
lady stalker hiding under your bed.
Yeah, maybe you're fucking in Africa or something.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Chris, for coming on and listening to me rumble.
No problem at all. Thank you very much for having me on. It was really great.
And if anybody wants to check Chris out, he is on Twisted Tales. I know he is up on YouTube. He is not on Spotify because they are having a fight.
They hate me. Yeah, we had some disagreements. It's okay. YouTube's better.
All right. Well, right now he's on YouTube, but who knows? He might be expanding back out somewhere else soon. Well,
That's correct.
thank you everybody so much for listening, and let me know, would you go and touch the Dybbuk box?
Tell us your tales.
Well, thank you everybody so much for listening. See you next time.
Thank you for listening. If you need more content or just want to help support the podcast, head on over to patreon.com and search Ouch, Was That a Ghost? If you need some snazzy merch, you can find it at crowdmade.com by searching Ouch, Was That a Ghost? If you have a story you'd like to share, you can email it to ouchwasthataghost@yahoo.com. You can also find us on Facebook and all the other social media platforms under Ouch, Was That a Ghost?
Help me.
All links can also be found on ouchwasthataghost.com.